Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a general tarot card reading for anyone who has Libra somewhere in their chart. You can be a cross-watcher. You can have been drawn to this because you've seen something that you might like by the title. You might just have been fast asleep in the night and YouTube's been on autoplay. And you've woken up and you found that I'm on, wondering what on earth I'm doing and who I am. I'm based in southern Scotland. I tend not to read reversals. I take cards that jump out at me, and I only do gentle tarot. My channel used to be called the Unorthodox Healer. The YouTube algorithm isn't being very kind at the moment, so a wee rebrand has happened. I basically do what it says on the tin. I'm never going to tell you anything bad. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to find a baby bird on the way to work and you're going to have to feed it worms for the next 6 months every hour, and you're not going to have a wonky wheeled shopping trolley when you go to the supermarket later to do your shopping. So Libra, this is being recorded at the end of May, just after the Gemini new moon. This is all about being authentic, not people-pleasing, not bending to the will of other people. This is about being you, Libra. Only you, whether that makes people happy or not. You have to be your authentic self. So let's shuffle the cards. This is also a timeless reading, so we shall see as to what the universe wants us to be talking about today. Cards for Libra, please, universe. I'm using the the Light Seers Tarot. It's a really beautiful deck of cards. How has May been for you, Libra? Let's shuffle those one more time. Okay, so let's just see what we have. The underlying energy that we have, Libra, is the Ten of Swords. Then we have I've just done a reading for Aries, and interestingly they have the Ten of Swords as well. So we have the Emperor, we have the Five of Pentacles, Libra, we have the Lovers, interesting, that's another major arcana, the same as the Emperor. Then we have the Six of Wands, we have the Six of Cups. I'm going to have to straighten that up or my OCD is going to start completely freaking me out. Then we have the Justice card, the Five of Wands, interesting, fives and fives, Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Lots of cups. Okay, so Ten of Swords, Libra. The Ten of Swords is you leaving something behind. A fresh start, you walking away from worries or concerns or just things that no longer serve you. And the new moon has been a perfect opportunity to do that as well. New and full moons are all about endings and new beginnings, putting the seeds in place to change your life for the better, for the things that you want, and to get rid of the things that just aren't making you happy anymore. So the underlying energy is you wanting to walk away from truths, emotional things. It's a fresh start that you're after, Libra. So we have a fair old whammy of cards here. We have two major arcana to start us off, the Emperor and Justice. The Emperor was upside down. Then we have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. The Lovers, another major arcana with the Ace of Cups. The Six of Wands with the Page of Cups. The Six of Cups with the Nine of Cups. The Emperor is with the Justice card. I kind of feel as though this should be upside down. You have potentially been struggling with somebody or a energy, Libra, that has been, I don't want to say manipulate you, because I do gentle tarot and that sounds as though that's something sort of really non-gentle. He's got this chess piece in his hand, and normally the Emperor would be somebody very sort of calm and steady and would bring stability and warmth and experience into a situation. With the Justice card here, I feel as though you have been or had somebody in your life who maybe hasn't been good for you. This doesn't have to be a romantic thing. This could be somebody in work, but it's definitely somebody that you have had or you have in your life who has maybe been trying to steer you in a different direction from the one that you've been wanting to go in. That might be why you're wanting to move away from the situation as it stands currently. Because the Justice card is about you getting your just rewards. This isn't about, you know, karma for whoever this person is or this situation is. Because this might be work as a whole, this might be your family. It doesn't have to be you know, a particular person, but energetically there is something which has been holding you back or stopping you from, I would say, just from growing. Because you have sixes here, you have 3 6s along the top here, and 6s are all about growth or about learning about yourself. It's about personal development. But you are seeing that this is not the energy that you want around you. This is not perhaps the direction that you want to go in. That maybe, I don't want to say that this person doesn't have your best interests at heart, but sometimes it's very easy for all of us to feel as though we don't want to let somebody go, or that, and that's not from a narcissistic point of view, that's just because you don't think you can do without them, or that you don't want them to change what they do. You know, you bring them happiness and they don't want that to change, and that there might be a fear here from this Emperor person or energy or situation, that maybe they think that they're going to lose you when you do want to make this fresh start. But you're realising that that justice will prevail, that you, if you want to, you will be able to go and do the thing that you want to do, you know, have this fresh start. The next 2 cards we have are the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. 5 is kind of about adversity. And with the Emperor here, you have potentially been having a bit of a rough time of things. The 5 of Pentacles is you feeling as though you've been left out in the cold, or with the 5 of Wands that you're having sort of internal struggles with yourself. I always feel as though, although these are sort of mountains in the background, in this version of the tarot deck, I almost want to feel like this is inside your brain, and that you've got all of this sort of, you've got people going, oh, do this, do that, you know, oh, I want a piece of you, I've there's this opportunity here, and do you want to do that? And you're almost, I almost want to say that sort of this lady here, this is inside her head, and it's just going, you know, stop the world, I want to get off. It's all too much. And maybe this Emperor has been some of the reason why you have got this internal dialogue going on. What you can't see though is, if you did look up and you just sort of tried to quieten these voices for a while, there's a big key here. You don't know what's behind this door, but the pentacles show that there is something good here. But you're too caught up in your head with whatever this Emperor energy is to be able to see the wood for the trees. The next two cards we have are the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. The Lovers is a Gemini card. Now, I'm a Gemini sun. I'm also a Libra rising. The Lovers can be a romantic situation. I don't think that this is a romance reading. I very rarely have any love readings. What I do think is that the Lovers is about making a decision. It may be that I almost want to say, when you look at this card, I almost want to say that this is you wanting this sort of justice and this fresh start and this break from this Emperor energy. And you can see that that could almost be her. I've never sort of seen this in the cards before. And the gentleman could be the Emperor here. You have a decision to make, Libra. Which direction are you going to go in? Are you going to continue to be led by whatever this Emperor type energy is, which is really, looks like it's kind of giving you some headaches? Or are you going to go the route where you take charge, and if you do take charge and you follow your dream rather than somebody else's dream, that there is this opportunity for happiness and joy coming? Because the Ace of Cups is just that. It is you having the potential for something good coming into your life. And you could even look at these two cups here with the Justice. Although this is about balance, this is about you finding balance in your life, this could be that there are these two cups to choose from. This Emperor energy, which must give you some sort of joy, or has done, or whether to break away from this and look to see what this other cup is going to give you in the way of happiness and joy. So there may well be a decision to make. The next two cards are both really lovely ones. The Six of Wands is about recognition. It's, in this case, I think, recognition for yourself, Libra, that you have made this decision to walk away, or just change your mindset, just to say no, hold on, I appreciate what you're trying to do, how you're trying to reassure me, or, you know, you think you know what's best for me, but I want to do this. I want to have this clean break. I want to take on this new opportunity, or just start afresh. This might even be that you want to move somewhere completely different, Libra, and start again. And by making this decision, by standing up for yourself, you will have a real sort of shot of self-worth. I don't think that you're going to want to stand here and be recognised by other people for, you know, the decision that you make or the, you know, how brave you've been. Instead, this is about you celebrating yourself. And again, this is what the new moon in Gemini has been all about, and about what May has been about too. Now, the Page of Cups in this deck is really cool. It's almost him sort of saying, I'll only get happiness when pigs fly. Look out for flying pigs, Libra. Yes, you may well have to be brave here. It is difficult to walk away from a situation or to say no to people who are sort of, oh, excuse Maggie, having a wee bark there. It is difficult when you have this sort of mindset of people dissuading you from wanting to take on something or to do something new or to not listen to their advice. We're all very good at giving advice. Sometimes we don't follow it ourselves. But you are in perhaps a bit of a mentality of going, well, I'd love to do that, but, you know, pigs will fly. Start believing pigs are going to fly, Libra, because when you step out of this situation, stop being controlled or, you know, listening to other people's opinions and thinking that they know best. You're going to get a real kick, and there will be this opportunity where you go, yeah, look at me, wasn't I brave? Didn't I do an amazing thing there, standing up for myself and stepping out of the shadow of this emperor or whatever this thing has been, which has been giving you some sort of some headaches. The last two cups are really beautiful. The Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is you celebrating. You've dyed your hair blue. You've found this pot of treasure, a treasure chest, and you're literally jumping for joy. The Six of Cups is an interesting one for this reading because the Six of Cups is about harking back to more innocent times, easier times. I don't think that this is saying that you're going to go back, I don't know. Do you want to move back to where it was where you grew up? Possibly. Something to do with family home seems to be coming into my head for some reason. Moving back to where you came from. Maybe this is what your fresh start is. But there is, the Six of Cups is something about, it is a fresh start and it is going to be beautiful and it's going to bring you amazing happiness once you step out of this shadow. But there's something about the past here too, which is something that you love and something that you would happily go back to. Maybe this is just you going back to a time when you didn't have this emperor energy sort of messing with your head and your decisions. And it's just going to take you back to a time when mentally you were happier and more joyful. Or you may physically be doing something which you used to do, or living somewhere where you used to live, which made you really happy. Libra, I will leave this here. If this has resonated, I would love it if you'd leave me a comment. It's a timeless message, so if you would love to like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me because it just helps to push the readings out to more people. And I'm trying to grow my channel, so your support would mean the world. You can also support the channel by going into the description where there is a link where you can buy me a coffee. Libra, enjoy the rest of May. I will be back to do you a June reading, but until then, I'll speak to you soon.